Today I will be reviewing The Little Women of LA, Season 6, Episode 10. Now, I really hate to harp on old news, but can anybody, tell me what Mary did that was wrong besides being born? Let's talk about it. So, last episode we left off with Mary's audition for her clothing line turning into a pure, utter disaster. Elena actually walked out and vowed to have nothing else to do with her. And, I really racked my brain. What is she doing that is so hateable? I mean, I really love Elena. She's my favorite person on the show. So it's really, really hard for me to jump ship on her. And so I refuse to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to make up something just to give Elena an excuse. But, at the end of the day, I'm not understanding. I feel like terror. I feel like I have to pick a side. So in order for me to live with myself, I got to give these women an excuse because I like Elena and I like Tanya. And these two, they're not feeling Mary. And I want to know why they don't feel Mary. And I can't figure it out. I rewind the tape 5 times. I still didn't come up with anything. So let me do my best by giving them an excuse. So let's try this one. Maybe Mary is just coming off the wrong way as braggadocious. When you say that you are an international model, how come you're not heard of? Like, I've never seen you before. So don't claim the title that you're international, okay? Unless you are really international. Like, we all heard of Naomi Campbell, but no one's ever heard of Mary. How does that one sound? I mean, it's one of the only things I can come up with that would make any sense. Maybe they're thinking that her coming off as if she knows what she's doing, and maybe they feel that she thinks she's better than. This could be a possible reason. Now, you do realize I'm just pulling excuses out of my ass just because I can't really describe it. So, to validate my fictitious explanation, Elena did say she had a clothing line that wasn't successful. So what makes Mary think hers could be successful? And Tanya did say that Tara was always complimenting Mary and her clothing line, but not Tanya's. That would be the only thing I could come up with that made any sense. Besides that, I'm kind of at a loss. But I have to roll with it because Elena and Tanya's my girl. So I'm a little spineless. I'm a spineless little heifer myself because I just choose to ride with them. But, I hope they reconsider. I remember in the beginning when Jasmine came on board, it was Tanya that gave her it might have been Tanya and Elena that gave her such a hard time. So I'm thinking Mary needs to really try to figure out how to connect with these two if it's important to her. But I guess it wasn't because she had to get on a plane and go back to England. So bye, Mary. Sorry it turned out so bad. Now let's move on. Next we have Tanya and Tara. Okay, so Tanya was a no-show last week when Tara invited her to some kind of sex expose, whatever it was. Matter of fact, who invites people to that? But anyway, so Tanya didn't call, she just didn't show up. So she went over to Tara's house and they finally talked about it. Okay, fine. Now, so Tanya tells Tara that she feels that she doesn't give her compliments on her non-existent clothing line. Because okay, I'm sorry. Non-existent clothing line. Tanya, it's not up and running yet, okay? And that she was all giving Mary compliments, and she was basically, I hate to say this, okay? Because I really, really like you, Tanya. You and all your flaws, because nobody's perfect. But you are just so jealous. What do you, is Tara just put on this planet to be your best friend and that's it? Like you want no one else to have her? You're acting like she's your boyfriend. She's your friend. She's allowed to have other friends, compliment other friends, and and you not feel some type of way about it. Tanya, I hope you reconsider. Look, this is not, Tara did not do anything wrong. If anything, Tara is trying to help you. So she was saying, like, you should get a team of people to help, and Tanya got all defensive. I can't afford a team. Just because you have a team doesn't mean everybody have a team. But these were words of advice. But you took it as offensive words. It's not. She's just trying to help you out. And at the end of the day, you forced her to pick a side on who's going to be your friend, either me or Mary, basically. And Tara basically chose your side, but that's really unfair. She was just like, I'm sorry my friends don't like you, but I have to, back away, she said in so many words. And Tanya, come on, listen. Stop being so sensitive about this clothing line. I don't get it. No one's attacking you about it. We're just saying, if you're going to do it, hurry up and do it. And you might want some help in doing it. And in the meantime, you can't hate everyone else that is doing it. Let's move on to the Brianna and Jasmine situation. Now, remember last episode, Brianna decided to pull Jasmine to the side and let her know that she felt that she was always up Tara's ass. That's what she said. Okay, so this led Jasmine feeling some type of way, and now she's starting to distance herself from Brianna. Okay, fine. So that's where we left off. Now, Brianna is on a downward spiral. I mean, she's just headed head first into a pool without any water, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And she's not catching on that she's losing friends left and right. People aren't liking her, and she just always blames the other people, and she's not slowing down for 1 second to think about what's really going on here. I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse, so I can't even talk about it anymore because I'm going to make this a 2 seconds review, and then I'm moving on because this girl is hard-headed. She's not listening. She needs to go to some kind of friend jail. No one's liking her anymore. So finally, her and Jasmine had a conversation. Now, Jasmine is as sweet as pie. I mean, she just has a little voice, and she has a very, very kind heart, and everybody knows it. Well, let me back up a little bit. I have to add to this. It was real heartbreaking to find out that Brianna's Maxim shoot was a potential into getting into the magazine. It wasn't a for sure thing. That makes it even worse. You were acting like you were already in the magazine. Child, please. You were not in the magazine. It was just a shoot. I mean, anyway, listen. I don't know what's going to happen with Brianna. They have tried interventions with her. It's not working. One by one, people are backing away, and she's just not catching on. And to finally lose Jasmine had to be painful because they're at the table, and Jasmine's basically saying, listen, we're growing apart. If she can read in between the lines, that's basically what she said. She was like, I need to put our friendship on hold. And Brianna started crying. Ouch, that had to hurt. That's saying I don't want to mess with you anymore. We're donezo in a very nice Jasmine way. I mean, because, she could take a whole another ride. She could have been like, to hell with you. She could say, leave me alone. I hate you and Matt. But she said it in a very Jasmine, classy way. But nevertheless, Brianna got the message because she started crying. It's a damn shame to see that you forced her, Brianna, not to be your friend. And, I'm hoping and praying that in the upcoming episodes, you'll get a clue. Now, because you went to a therapist once, you need to go back and try to really save your relationships in your life, because right now the only relationships that matter is Eliana, Maverick, and Matt. And you need more people than that in life, don't you? Or maybe you don't. But I'm done talking about it. Next, we have Christy. So somehow you have managed to bully your way into making Todd get some type of surgery for his weight problem. I didn't like you and your daughter's approach. You guys like bullied him into doing something about his weight because you basically said, lose weight or I'm out. So insensitive. But since we got him there, now he's going through with it. Now, he's supposed to be getting some kind of sleeve, and he had to go through a lot of tests, and the doctor said that his liver was enlarged and full of fat, and that he had severe sleep apnea. I think it was like 60%. I can't remember the numbers, but it was very, very bad and very, very dangerous. Now, I'm glad that he's doing something finally about his weight, but I don't like the way you guys bullied him. Like, I am on Todd defense all the time. Like, I really, really like Todd. So he's getting the sleeve, and I'm not sure what this is, but I am sure that anytime you have any kind of surgery, it's dangerous. And so I know people that have had gastric bypass. I'm not sure if that's the same thing, the sleeve, but these surgeries can be dangerous. So we're going to pray that everything goes well for Todd. And even though he has the surgery, it's still an uphill battle after that. I mean, there's a lot involved to these surgeries. So he might not be up and running well and, losing the right amount of weight for at least a year. It can take a while, and he might be off his feet for a while. Knock on wood. We're hoping that everything goes good. So I hope you guys are more gentle with him now as he goes through this process. That's what it is. It's a process. It's really dangerous, very dangerous. And then it comes with just a lot involved with this. You just don't pop up one day and be Mama June. It's a process. So I hope that you hold his hand and very gentle with him. And, if it works for him, then once he's out the way, we're going to look at you and be like, now, what are you going to do? Because you rode him so hard. It just was really hard to watch. But now that's in the past. Now that we're here, I hope and pray everything goes okay with you, Todd. Kind of worried because, there's a lot involved. But, hopefully it'll all work itself out. It's going to be a process, though. So that's what happened this week on one of my favorite shows. These little women are starting to kick ass. Like, I'm really starting to like them. They're coming to the front of my list of shows that I love. So, I'll be there next week. You're